Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you could obviously tell from the title of this video, we are going to be discussing yet another Disney theory. And this theory is about how Lilo and Stitch and Moana are connected. But before we get into the video, I just want to say something real quick. So if you're just here for the theory, go to this time here. But if you're interested in my uploading schedule, then stick around. So as you might have noticed, I've been uploading DIYs and movie theories, trying to figure out which one I liked the most to upload. And I figured out I liked uploading both. So I have decided to upload a theory one week and then a DIY the next. So it'll be theory, DIY, theory, DIY, theory, DIY. You get it, you got it. It'll probably eventually lead to me uploading twice a week, but we're not at that point yet, so we'll deal with that when we get to it. But anyway, now let's get into the theory. So, with Lilo and Stitch and Moana, everyone just kind of presumed that there would be an obvious connection between the two, because Lilo and Stitch is obviously set in Hawaii, and Moana is based off the Polynesian islands, and they're both set in a similar setting, so everyone just presumed there would be a connection. So there was an Easter egg in Moana from Lilo and Stitch, and this is when Moana is sheltering the little baby turtle with a leaf to help her get into the water. That was actually a nod towards Lilo and Stitch, because in the end credits of Lilo and Stitch, Stitch can be seen helping a little turtle get into the water by covering him with a leaf. So that was a little Easter egg there, but it's definitely not enough to say that there is a connection between the two. That was until recently when this photo right here started to go viral. If you're a Disney fan like myself, you would have most likely seen this photo, and you would know that the connection between the two movies is that David from Lilo and Stitch is wearing Maui from Moana's magical fish hook as a necklace. So when I saw this, I jumped. I was like, yes, this is the connection everyone's been looking for. Yes, yes. And today in this video, I'm going to be explaining how David from Lilo and Stitch ended up wearing Maui from Moana's magical fish hook as his necklace. So let's get into it. So just a quick side-by-side here of the two. They do look very similar. They're the exact same shape. So it is definitely the same object. And the connection between the two actually starts with Pudge the fish. For those of you that don't remember Pudge the fish, oh my god, Pudge is literally the cutest thing ever. I used to have a sticker of him on my laptop. But this is Pudge. Basically in the movie, he is living in the ocean and Lilo visits him every single Thursday to give him a peanut butter sandwich. And when asked why, she says, Pudge controls the weather. So it's never actually said in the movie whether Pudge does control the weather or if that's just Lilo being a little bit different as she is throughout the entire movie. However, in the Disney game Disney Friends, Pudge the fish makes a little cameo in the Lilo and Stitch area. If it is a Thursday, it is sandwich day and you have to throw Pudge the fish a peanut butter sandwich. If he catches it and eats it, the weather changes, thus confirming that Lilo isn't, she is different, but Lilo isn't crazy in that aspect, and that Pudge the fish actually can change the weather. Why is this relevant, you ask? Well, what other character do we know that can change the weather? Maui. But in his song, You're Welcome, he says, what can I say except you're welcome for the tides, the sun, and the sky. So we know that he can in fact change the weather, and so can Pudge the fish. And everything in Disney happens for a reason. Every little detail has a reason. And the reason they can both change the weather is because Maui is Pudge the fish. Think about it. They both can change the weather. Maui can shapeshift into whatever animal he pleases. If you're thinking about the dates, Lilo and Stitch is set in around the 90s, whilst Moana is set 2,000 years ago. But Maui is a demigod, so he can live literally forever. As we know in Moana, he's already been around for centuries before that movie was set. And making a deal with Lilo for a peanut butter sandwich every Thursday in order for the weather to be kept calm is the kind of deal that Maui would make. He's pretty mischievous in that aspect. Side note, a reason that Lilo gives Pudge the fish a peanut butter sandwich every Thursday to control the weather is because her parents died on a car crash on a rainy night. So she's trying to ensure that that can't happen again. Isn't that just the saddest and sweetest thing ever? That made me so sad. But anyway, this proves that Maui is in fact Pudge the fish. However, Maui being Pudge the fish doesn't exactly explain how David ended up with his fish hook. But what we do know is that Pudge/Maui has stayed in the same spot for a long time. We know this because he's featured in the first Lilo and Stitch movie and then also in Lilo and Stitch the series, which is set after the movie. So he's been there for quite some time, and Lilo's been feeding him sandwiches for who knows how long. And that's quite weird, not only for Maui, but for tropical fish themselves. No one really knows what type of fish Pudge is, but he's a tropical fish of some sort, and they like to move around. So does Maui, so it's pretty weird that he stayed in this one spot just for peanut butter sandwiches. Unless he doesn't have his magic fish hook and he cannot turn back into a human, which we know he doesn't have because it's literally around David's neck. So Maui's lost his fish hook. And when have we seen him lose his fish hook before? In Moana the movie, of course, when he loses it at sea and it gets taken by Tamatoa, which by the way, I have an entire another video on that guy. If you want to see that, just click here. That angle just adjusted, I'm sorry, I had the sun like having a little dance up here, so I had to like readjust the camera so it's out the way. It's coming back now. You know what, we're just gonna roll with it, it's fine. It's sun, pretty, it's relevant to the theory. So it's likely, in fact highly likely, that without Moana he has lost his sword again at sea. And who do we know that spends a lot of time in the ocean? Surfing? David. And who is in fact wearing the fish hook as a necklace? David. So David found the fish hook at sea or washed up upon shore, and because he is David and not the sharpest tool in the shed, he didn't realize its powers and has put it on as a necklace. And that is how Maui's magical fish hook ended up as David's necklace. It is because Maui is in fact Pudge the fish who lost his fish hook out at sea. If you like this theory, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I know you all will, you always tell me exactly what you think, but it's okay. It's what I'm here for, so I am all ears for the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on that little notification bell so you get notified every time I upload. And if you want to see more of my face, I am on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, SoundCloud, kind of. I have an account. I like repost stuff, but I'm not like a SoundCloud DJ. We don't do that stuff over here. That's not me. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you enjoyed it. And that's all for this week's video. I will see you guys next time. Bye. It's so cute. Side note, a reason that Lilo, oh my god, literally look at the difference. We know this because in his award-winning song, did it win awards? Maybe. His eyelash is like sinking into my eyeball. All girls know that feeling. God, that hurts. However, in the Disney Nintendo DS game, shout out if you remember those, or still have them, are they still relevant? I don't know.